Welcome back to Ales from the Glass-Guarded World. When we last left our patchwork pals, they had concluded their conversation with the mysterious bandit stranger and made their way across the Ardanianel River using some questionable negotiation techniques against some questionable individuals. On their way to the seat of the Emperor, they happened to pass through the halfling village of Bingerton. This led to moments ago, where they have just run into an old friend of Paxton's, Athelflad. Wait, Athelflad? Wait, is that really Danielle? How did we work that out? How are we gonna pay for all these big-budget cameos? Maybe they'll settle for a magic sword. Anyways, let's find out now. Welcome. Welcome, Danielle. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm the Pink Pastor.
Hey.
Also Josh. But there's another Josh now, so I felt like I couldn't go by that.
I'm Lumpin. Brandon. Hi.
I'm also Lumpin, except Pavel.
Well, I guess we can do this now. Is it okay if we just jump straight in, Danielle?
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Okay. Athelflad, you are standing at the opening to Ales from the Glass-Guarded World.
And wait, Danielle, have you actually been caught up in terms of other stuff going on in the podcast or not?
I got a summary from Mike about the world and stuff like that. Just, what Athelflad
she knows what
knows.
Athelflad knows.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And I run a brewery, so I was trying to cram in some clever names for brews, but we'll see.
I gotcha. Wow. So you were born for this part.
Yeah.
So Athelflad, you're standing at the entrance to Ales from the Glass-Guarded World, and you see before you Paxton.
This thing I pasted in the chat is what you see in front of you, just scaring away the crowd.
Uh-oh.
Oh, right.
Oh,
You're
yes.
being this thing.
Yeah, so you see a giant, scary hempen bear standing there that just screamed and
Love that physical reaction.
and parted the crowd. And there's also Paxton, as well as a Tolf, and 2 elven guards with him, and then another little hempen lumpin with little iron rings inside of him standing there as well.
This is the first time I'm seeing this bear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't seen these Lumpens before. You've seen the original Lumpen,
Yeah.
right? But if you remember the original Rag Golem Lumpen, these are little Rag Golems, but they look different.
Well, technically, you see one rag golem and
Right.
one enormous, horrifying plush bear.
I just scream.
Yeah, Paxton goes, Lumpin, no!
The bear is screaming, "Where is the Polima?"
Athelflad?
Oh, hey, wow, giant
Oh yeah,
bear.
that's definitely Athelflad.
Giant bear with scissors for hands. Help.
Hey, he's with me. He's fine. Lumpin.
Hi, I'm Lumpin.
Hi, wait, what? Lumpin. Wait, where's the other one? The nice one that doesn't look like he has teeth. The teddy bear with teeth and blades for hands. Like the cutest, scariest nightmare ever.
Iron Lumpin comes out from behind Bear Lump and says, "Hi, I'm Lumpin. Maybe you mean me?"
Huh. Okay, I'm so confused right now.
I've got a picture of Iron Lumpin somewhere in here. Hang on.
I transform back into my regular shape, which is much cuter.
I don't know, like a big bulky Lumpin who's covered with iron rings, almost as though someone tried to kind of stitch a chainmail shirt onto a ragdoll.
Okay.
Yes. And the hempen lumpin is just this little, vaguely
All right, here we
humanoid
go.
shaped. Oh, there you go.
There we
One
go.
in the
Yeah.
middle there with the stick. Vaguely humanoid shaped, made out of hemp, buttons for eyes. Yeah. Looks oddly cute, but
I was going to say he's carrying a cactus with him as well.
oh yes, and I have a cactus next to me. That's my fiance.
Hi, guys. How's Lumpin? And I lean over and whisper in Paxton's ear. I wonder should you drink ale?
They like to pretend to.
And that's for me. All right, guys, what would you like?
What you got on tap?
Well, we have one going right now that's not very popular. Everything else just keeps flying off the shelves. It's called Just One Please. Not a very popular drink.
I'll have one of those.
I'll take 2.
Okay. Well, okay. So what brings you here? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, we're here in the Iron Empire with our old friend Atulf. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
We're just visiting. I would love to catch up with you and his Epilema around too.
Yeah, hold on, let me call for her. Epilema!
I'm busy. Sell the ale.
You guys, I mean, the crowd is starting to get the crowd, now that the bear has disappeared, the crowd is starting to kind of pack back in and try and force their way into the opening of this alehouse.
I don't want to bother you during rush hour or anything, Athelflad, but what time do you all close? Maybe we can come back and talk in private.
Okay, we close in about, I don't know, about 3 fights from now.
Okay.
I mean, it's a pretty regular thing. That's how we judge time, It's like, you come here to drink and to fight, and then to drink again, and then make friends, and then fight with those friends, and then fight with some enemies against those friends, and then those enemies against the friends and the enemies, and then, how we run things here.
Yeah, Paxton, roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Epilema bursts out of the back room and says, "Fight! Somebody say fight! Who wants to fight?"
A halfling just goes flying into Paxton
Yeah.
as this happens.
I get a 5.
Yeah, Paxton, you are knocked off balance and you go prone as this halfling goes flying onto you and then over you. Somebody seems to have thrown this little halfling and they've just bounced off of you and gone now further into the crowd.
I guess that's only 2 fights now, huh?
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a lot to talk to you about.
All right.
How are things going with the brewery?
Well, doing great. I mean, it's finally found my life's purpose, It's like talking to people, and for some reason they find me really interesting and really funny. It's great.
This is the opposite of that being abandoned in that church where we found you, right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks everything I say is really cool, interesting, and they listen, but, they fall asleep for a little while, but then they still listen, and then they wake up, and then they nod their head, and then they nod off.
Hey, shut up, lady, and let us in!
Okay!
Epilema comes over. "Hey, Ethelflaed, what are you doing? You're supposed to be selling the ale and stuff. I'm back there working. Hey, big guy, what are you doing here?"
Hey, Epilema, how you doing? Long time no see.
"Yeah, no kidding. You're back in here again. What are you doing?
I'm just,
You look a little smaller."
Yeah, I am, aren't I? I was just telling Athelflad that I'd love to catch up with all of you, but now doesn't really seem to be a good time.
"Are you kidding? We're gonna put you to work."
Oh,
Yeah! Oh, my God, yeah.
"You bring Tough Lady with you?"
no, she's still outside.
"Oh, that's too bad. What about Weirdo?
He's still outside, too. It's just me.
What about New Weirdo?"
Still outside, I think.
"Oh, man. Fine. All right, you'll do. And you brought some toys with you, I guess?"
We're new weirdos.
Yeah, they are.
"Huh.
I like it.
Tolf is just
Please.
looking around very confused at this point.
You remember Lumpen?
Yeah, I remember that thing, yeah.
These are also Lumpen.
Yeah, he's like that washcloth guy.
Not exactly like that washcloth guy, though. This one is...
Oh,
This one can turn into animals, and this one's made of metal.
okay.
That's fancy.
Huh. All right. Well, can they work?
Never tried. Lumpin, do you know how to work?
I worked for a while. They paid me in money. These little copper things. I got one whole one every year.
Wow.
Wow. That's sounds like a lot then to you, huh? Huh. All right. Well, dish rags. Let's see. Let's put you to work. What do we need to do around here, Josh?
Yeah, so there's a lot going on. There's definitely some very angry bar patrons who have been waiting on their drinks for a while. There's a couple of fights breaking out now outside of people getting restless and angry, wanting to make their way in. I mean, there's tons of dishes in the back that need to be done. They've been sitting there for a while. There's one person who seems to be like a critic who's there. He's waiting on his food, or his brew, I should say. So there's a lot going on. So this is going to be kind of like a skills challenge. So I want you guys to let me know what skill you are going to use to help at Ales from the Glass Guarded World. And it can't be the same skill that somebody has just used.
So I pull Paxton to the side and I whisper in his ear, I mean, we do have dishes to be done, but I'm sort of afraid to assume that they'd be the one doing the dishes, so.
Yeah.
Hey, dish rats, why don't you guys do the dishes?
Order that.
How do you guys feel about that?
You guys are good at cleaning, right? Yeah.
I can do dishes.
Yeah.
You understand doing the dishes means washing them until they're clean, right? And then you dry them off and you set them aside carefully.
Yes.
Carefully.
We can do that.
All right, so Iron Lumpen, you make your way backwards towards the kitchen area, and you just see a mountain of used steins just all piled in just one, like basically they look like they're just one slight errant blow from collapsing. There's messy plates, there's just rats just scurrying around back here. It's pretty gnarly back here. All right, what about you, Hempen Lumpen?
Yeah, what else needs to be done? What tasks
So
have you
there's
got?
fights going on outside. There's what appears to be a critic inside, a very snobby looking guy taking notes as he's like sipping different beers. There's a few people who are like demanding their orders. And then there's also people who are getting very upset and want to be let in who are still waiting outside.
Okay. More fights means you have to close early, right? Do you want me to deal with the fights and stop them?
Well, I kind of like the fights, but you maybe put them off for a little bit.
Ah.
Yeah, we have the fights later. We gotta sell a lot of beer first.
Okay, so you want me to chase them off?
Maybe just tell them to, persuade them to fight after they drink the beer.
Okay.
All right, and then Paxton, what would you like to do?
Gonna work the door and be security and keep people from rushing in and crowding.
I
Sure,
think
I like
there's a
it.
name for that. I'm not sure. I forgot.
Oh, he just made up that position. That's never been anywhere anyway. And then what are Athelflad and Epilema doing?
I can address the crowd. I can take drink orders.
Sure. And then what's Epilema doing?
Epilema will go back behind the bar, go back behind the front area, and grab an enormous barrel of ale and bring it out front and tap it.
All right, I like it. Going all the way back to the Iron Lumpen. Iron Lumpen, what skill are you going to use to try and deal with all of these dishes?
Oof, my best skill is athletics, and I cannot figure out a good way that will keep those dishes in one piece with using that. So I guess,
Sleight of hand.
yeah, life acrobatics +0.
You could push them all outside.
I'm assuming there's sinks. There's sinks in the back, right?
Yeah.
All right. Iron Lumpen is going to try. Yeah, I guess I'll use sleight of hand. He's gonna dip himself in a soapy sink, so he gets covered in soapy water, and then he's gonna try to carefully take a plate from the very bottom and just yank it out so he can rub it on himself, and then put it in the sink.
Oh no.
Is that sleight of hand or acrobatics?
I'll let you pick.
They're both +0. Let's just see what happens.
All right, and you're trying to beat a 13.
I got a 13.
Okay, so you got a 13. So you start scrubbing, and it seems like this is your thing. You're actually you're having kind of fun just dancing around these dishes and scrubbing along, and things actually seem to be going quite well. All right, going over to Hempen Lumpen outside. What skill are you going to try and use to discourage this fighting going on?
Well, I will attempt persuasion. So tell me what I'm seeing, please.
So you see two halflings. One of them is just kind of holding the other one by the shirt collar, and she is just decking him just over and over again, just punching him in the face. And he obviously has gone unconscious by this point, but she is still just punching.
All right. I'm going to start by saying, hey, we like the fighting, but we want you to drink a lot of beer first. So can you maybe stop it? And as she continues to just punch and punch and punch this other guy, I sigh and I cast Entangle.
Oh, dang.
And in a 20-foot radius area,
Wow.
vines just spread up from the ground and grab on to basically everybody and hold them back. And can you please stop the fighting for a few minutes and drink some beer first?
All right, so roll a persuasion check with advantage.
All right. My persuasion is -1. I rolled a 7 and a 9.
Yeah, so everybody just gets furious and they start grabbing at these vines, tangling them, and they're all of a sudden start pulling out knives and axes, and they start hacking away at these vines, and people just start punching each other even more, and they're like, hey, did you start this? No, I thought you started it. And they all just start punching you, and like the crowd is getting wild outside.
Okay, I'll join the fight.
Paxton, you said you were going to be security guard to try and stop people from getting inside, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what skill are you going to use to do that?
I'm going to use intimidation, and I'm going to couple it with my thaumaturgy cantrip that lets me make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. So I'm going to go to the front door and look at all the people pushing and pulling and everything and yell, "Get in line and wait your turn."
All right, so roll an intimidation check with advantage.
All right, that's a 10. Yuck, and a 6.
Yeah. So people, they're just so busy fighting and punching each other. They don't really seem to listen to you. And then another little halfling, he just kind of walks up to you, Paxton, and he looks at you, and he just kind of snorts, and he just walks by you.
They can tell that you're trying to impersonate Epalima, and they're just not having it.
The fact that they didn't get intimidated is like reverse intimidating me. Like I'm like, who the hell are these people?
Yeah, you hear somebody say, "You're no Epalima," and they just keep walking. Athelflad, you said you were going to go and start taking orders. All right, what skill are you going to use?
Well, I'm dodging fights at this point, right?
Yes, yeah. There's fights are breaking out all over the place. There's a random vine that just goes flying by your head, and you see a dart go somewhere else.
I have to use acrobatics is my forte, so I guess I'll use some of that to start dodging some stuff, hanging on one of the pillars on the side, climbing up it to talk into the crowd to take drink orders because nothing stops business.
So you're using acrobatics to kind of jump around and take people's drink orders while you see some stuffing go flying by you.
All right. So this was with advantage, right?
Well, I'll say that you've gathered an inspiration by this point of all this time spent working.
He has inspiration for showing up.
Yeah, we'll give you some inspiration for showing up.
There you go.
We'll say you used your inspiration, and so what'd you get?
17 total.
17. All right. So you successfully gather people's drink orders, and you start bringing them around. You're doing backflips and front flips and handsprings to get through the crowd and the fights, and you're somehow gathering all these drinks and then jumping back with them and not even spilling a drop and handing out these drinks to people.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. And now, Epalima, you're trying to carry this giant thing of ale out to the front.
Yeah, I guess it's an athletics check. Iron Lumpen almost did athletics, right? But didn't choose to do athletics.
He didn't use athletics.
All right, so I'm going to try athletics.
Yep.
So keep in mind, Mike, we currently have 2 fails and 2 successes. So it'll all depend on how Epalima does.
All right, how's an 18?
All right, so Epalima, she just takes this giant thing of ale and just puts it on her shoulders and just bowls her way through the crowd and then sits it down in front of the huge crowd gathered outside, and everybody turns and looks as this happens. And how does she open up this keg?
I mean, she'd love to use her battle axe, but I think it might be a little too messy. She doesn't want to spill valuable ale. So she takes one of her javelins, and she stabs the javelin into the side of it, and then starts shoving beer mugs under the ale as it spills out.
A raucous cheer emerges from the crowd, and all the fighting suddenly ceases as people start gathering around trying to grab the different ales.
Hey, wait! You got an order? Did Alphafly take your order yet?
Yeah. She took my order.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you should go to the back of the line for trying to sneak into the front.
He does the Charlie Brown. He puts his head down and he walks backwards. It is a success, and it turns into, you hear Ackley, the halfling who escorted you to the alehouse, Paxton. You hear him yell out, "Greatest night ever!" And people are all cheering and gathering around. The people who are beating each other up before are kind of hugging each other, except for that one guy. He's a sack of potatoes on the ground. He is completely out. But everybody else seems like they're still having a great time, and the night goes well until eventually, by early morning hours, everyone is starting to taper off back to their homes.
Now that it's getting a little bit quiet, Athaflat, Epilema, you want to find a spot to catch up?
Sure. Ooh, okay. Well, hang on 1 second. He's just kind of like kicking aside shoes and beer mugs and stuff like that to find a
Unconscious bodies.
couple of conscious people, right? Stepping overhead, All right.
Yeah, we got some cleanup to do.
Yeah.
We can help you clean up too.
Okay. That smells good.
Just want to hear about what you all have been up to since we last saw you, and maybe tell you a little bit about what we're up to.
We have been awesome, right?
Yeah. It's been great.
It's like everything we do is awesome.
Yeah. See, we're team awesome.
We can't help but be awesome at all times.
Yeah. Go awesome or go home.
What we did was we came back in here, and then we came back to my home. This is my hometown, Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I opened up a brewery, and, I sort of rubbed it in my old man's face and showed him, how it's done. I made this awesome ales from the glass-guarded world, which is pretty clever. Athelflaed came up with that one.
Yeah. I'm the brains of this operation.
That's right. She's in charge. Well, not really. I'm in charge, but I delegate. Right. Yeah.
Did you build your brewing equipment from that book?
Well, I had to buy it, and then I built it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
And I held the book.
How's that Jeb guy doing out there? He doing okay? You remember Jeb, right? He helped me with figuring out how some of this stuff worked.
Yeah. Do I know how Jeb is doing?
I don't think so. No, I don't think you checked with Jeb on your way back in.
Yeah. Paxton says, last time I saw him, I think he was fine.
Cool. Well, so we opened up this brewery, and as you can see, we're really popular. It's like world famous. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Famous work. Infamous.
Yeah, it's better than famous.
Yeah, it looked like no one was hitting up all the other alehouses in town. It seemed like everybody was on their way here.
That's right. We're that good.
Yeah.
They only head over there when we run out, and it does happen sometimes.
Well, I'm happy for you. It seems like you guys are really finding your way.
Yeah, we got it all worked out. So, what's the outside world like out there? Is it still, pretty crummy, dumb, and lame?
Yeah, it was pretty cold.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back in here. I think being out there kind of messed with my head a little bit. I feel safer in here. Is that weird?
Ah.
I hadn't really thought about it. I'm safe everywhere I go.
I'm safe right behind her, there.
Right, she's got my back.
Well, maybe I should just stick with you guys.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, you gotta go somewhere. You could hang out with us.
Yeah, I think we're stopping through here on our way to the capital.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Why would you want to go there?
Yeah.
Gonna go check on the Emperor.
Why would you want to go there?
We're supposed to kill him.
I think we have to kill a monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to hear this conversation? Am I
Don't worry about what he says. He's had a little bit much to drink. You know what I mean, right, Lumpen? Right?
I don't have the right holes to drink.
Uh-huh.
He just sucks it up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That sounds pretty crazy. You sure that's what you want to do?
No, I wouldn't say that I'm sure, but it is currently the plan. Have you heard anything around town about doppelgangers or the Emperor being a doppelganger or anything weird about the Emperor in the capital?
The what now?
The Emperor in the capital. Have you heard any?
I mean, I've heard of the Emperor. I've heard of the capital. I don't know about those doppelganger. What are they? Doppelgangers?
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
They're like shapeshifters.
Oh, well, there's one right there, man. That guy just changed into like a bear.
Yeah.
We have a hunch that the Emperor and some of his friends are shapeshifter, a doppelganger.
Yeah, huh.
And we are on our way to go check on that. And we could really use some help.
Well, he's pretty terrible from what I hear. I mean, he's kind of a butthead, you know? Like,
Yeah.
pushes people around and kind of a bully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And not like a cool bully like me, but like the uncool kind.
How does that make you feel?
I'll get a couch. Hold on. I come and pull up a stool. That's enough.
I feel pretty cool. Yeah, I got this business here to run, you know? But I think for the right fee, I could probably spare Athelflaed if she wanted to go.
Oh, yeah?
I think I'm supposed to be offended. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, I gotta be compensated if I'm gonna lose my best worker.
Oh, okay, then I'm no longer offended.
My only worker, also.
Oh, then
but
I'm back to me.
But also my best worker. Well, if you count the two of us, I guess there's two of us here. And, well, that would make me the best worker. My favorite employee. My partner. There we go, my partner.
All right.
If my partner is interested, then for a suitable fee, we could arrange a loan of her skills. Yeah.
All right.
Would you like a fancy magical sword?
Well, now you're talking my language, little man. What you got?
Paxton has one.
What kind of sword are we talking about?
Paxton looks extremely uncomfortable.
Show me the goods, buddy. Come on, big guy. Let me see. Well, you're not holding out on me, are you? Let me see.
I'm pretty sure Epilema knows about my sword summoning trick. I think she was around when I got that ability.
I think you used it at some point, right? Maybe not.
Well, so you don't have your sword on you right now yet, Paxton. It's still back with those guards at the entrance to Bingerton.
Yeah, I hold my hand out and I say, this sword. And I summon it back to my hand and put it on the table.
Let's see. I don't know if Epilema remembers that or not. I'm going to roll.
She just saw it.
I mean, I don't know if she remembers that you can summon it whenever you want and you could summon it away again.
Uh-huh.
Right? I'm going to roll and see if she figures that out. She does not. So she says, whoa, that's pretty cool. The sword can appear in your hand?
Yeah.
That's pretty useful. I'm a partial to axes myself, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I could let you borrow it if you let us borrow Athelflaed.
Huh. Yeah, sure. You borrow her, and when you bring her back, you get the sword back.
Paxton feels backed into a corner because he totally believes that if he does this, Epilema is going to beat him to death next time she sees him. He goes, I'm sorry, Epilema, you've caught me in a scam. I am not going to give you this sword.
What? Oh, you can't back out now. It's such a sweet-looking sword.
Yeah, I need it, though.
Oh, all right.
I wouldn't want to make you mad. I wouldn't want to make you hurt me.
You wouldn't like me when I'm, what's the good word? Irritated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
Well, you're kind of always irritated, though, right?
That's my secret. I'm always irritated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important to keep it a little level, bubbling at all times, so that I'm ready to enter a rage at any moment, just in case it's needed.
Yeah, keep it on a simmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else you got me? You could loan me one of these little rag guys.
I don't think you'd like that.
This guy's good at doing the dishes.
Yeah.
I hate that part.
As the policeman said, you can see Iron Lumpen scooting himself across the floor, still all super soapy, just like mopping up a section.
Oh, he does floors too. Oh man, how much you want for that guy? I'll give you a signing bonus.
They tend to teleport randomly. You never know which one of them you're going to get.
Oh, there's more of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Wow. That does sound a little unreliable.
As she says this, you also see Iron Lumpen, like a Roomba, get himself stuck under a table and a chair, just bumping back and forth into them, just clearly lost and confused.
Yeah, it looks like he needs a little work there.
I walk over and lift up the chair.
Well, I guess, Athelflaed, I don't know. You want to go with him?
Do I get to stab anything? I haven't stabbed anything in a while, because it's bad customer service.
Yeah, she's really had to refrain from the stabbing lately.
Yeah.
It's been a little difficult for her.
There's been lots of stabbing opportunities.
Do you still have that knife that talks to you?
No, she lost that and never recovered it. No, she doesn't have Egbert anymore.
Or
She just has
Egbert's
the hilt.
stuck in the world.
Egbert is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't Pavel make a cartoon about that?
Yeah, Paul
yes.
made a cartoon.
Pavel made a cartoon about that. Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, do you guys all get the explanation of what happened with that?
I can't remember.
Yeah, so what happened was it was glass steel, which is made out of the walls of the world, right? So when you guys enlarged, the steel blade didn't change size. It just stayed at the same size relative to everything else. So the tiny, tiny, tiny blade just fell off of the hilt and then was lost somewhere in the hallway upstairs outside World 83.
Yeah.
So poor Egbert is trapped in a tiny, tiny shard of glass somewhere outside in the world.
Well, can't say I'm going to miss him.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, well.
But he had such a great voice.
Paxton's going to come out of the world. He's going to step right on Egbert and just get a little tiny glass splinter.
and
it's
carry
gonna
it
live
with
in
him
its
forever.
toe.
Yeah. Paxton, take your shoes off.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah, if Athelflaed wants to go, she can do what she wants, but I'm gonna really miss her around here.
I mean, I can. How long will I be gone for the adventure?
hard to say.
Carry the one on the.
Yeah. Let's say a month. Be
Ah.
back in a month, I think, should be reasonable, unless we get arrested and get thrown in a dungeon, in which case all bets are off.
There's no dungeon that can hold Athelflaed.
No. I can pick lock.
I mean, we've broken out of jail before.
Oh, yeah.
Do it once, I can do it again.
I mean, I can go along. I don't want to leave my buddy, though. I mean, but, yeah, I mean, we're up for some adventure, and I can come back here. How will you fare if I know with me gone?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hardly run the place with the two of us.
Yes.
How are we gonna make this work with just me?
That's true.
Would you like an assistant?
I would love an assistant. You got one around?
I go outside and I'm gone for like a minute. And I come back with a bush walking behind me.
Who's this?
This is Juniper. Juniper agrees to help you wash dishes and serve people and stuff for a little while.
What are you looking for pay, Juniper?
Juniper just shrugs.
Up to you, Pink.
Yeah, Juniper, she just shrugs and, or I guess I could, she shrubs.
I heard it as soon as you said it.
But she just kind of walks in and just kind of starts picking things up and putting things away. She seems pretty content in this new life she has.
All right. That's a little weird. Not Not even going to negotiate, huh? All right. Well, I guess she'll let me know if she wants something, right?
Yeah, she can talk.
Oh, okay.
She just chooses not to.
Oh. All right, well, okay. Well, hopefully she talks when the customers need to talk to her.
When she looks at you, her expression is wooden.
I don't know if this is going to work out, but I'll give it a try.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess I can go with you guys, and then I'll be back in a bit, and hopefully all works out with Juniper, and then while I'm back, I'll have some adventures to tell, and hopefully some spoils of stabbing war. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, bring me back some cool loot.
All right.
Athelflaed, I think you're really going to like these Lumpens.
And the first one scared me, but all right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they grow on you like a disease.
Oh no!
Is a Tulf around whenever we're having this conversation?
So it's like 3 a.m. at this point. So one of the elven sellswords he's kind of standing around, but Atulf and Atlas they seem to have made camp nearby.
I say, Athelflaed, do you have a do you have a kitchen around here we can go back into? I'd love to see your kitchen.
Sure, there's one in the back next to the sinks.
Show it to me.
All right, let's go.
And Paxton goes back into the kitchen, trying to be away from that one elven sellsword that's still watching everyone.
Yeah, he kind of glares at you a little bit, but he doesn't say anything as you guys make your way back into the kitchen.
I get in whenever I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, Athelflaed, you gotta keep this to yourself.
Oh, okay.
What I'm about to tell you, okay?
All right.
That guy outside and the other elven bodyguard that's with Atulf. You remember Atulf?
Yeah.
We're going to the Iron Empire to kill the Emperor because we think he's a doppelganger. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Atulf, we've been running on the road with Atulf, and he's helping us get to the Iron Empire because he wants to kill the Emperor too. He's also against the doppelgangers, right?
Yes.
You still with me?
Yes.
I think it's a trick. I'm pretty sure that Atulf and his 2 bodyguards are also doppelgangers working for the Emperor, and he's pretty much just delivering us to him.
Athelflaed scratches her head and then just starts counting with her fingers randomly. Here it's the 1, so a doppelganger. So there's 2? Are there... So a doppelganger for 1 is trying to get a doppelganger out of another? Are they lying, or...
So I'm telling you this because they're going to be coming with us.
Oh.
And I think it would be easier to let them come with us to help us get to where we need to go. But don't trust them. Don't go anywhere alone with them.
All right.
Let me know if you see them do anything suspicious. And don't let them know that you know that they're doppelgangers.
All right. I won't let them know that I know that they know that you know that I know that they know that I don't know.
You got it. This is out of character, but I'm wondering if it would have been a better idea to have Epilema help us murk Atulf and his bodyguards.
Epilema is in the outer room, and she's dunking Iron Lumpen into the vat of ale and saying, "Can you taste it now? What about now?"
You just keep saying no.
Dang. All right. She, wrings him out.
Please don't drop me. I will sink to the bottom.
What about you, buddy?
Your fear of water and of sinking to the bottom is kind of offset by the fact that you don't need to breathe. So it's not like you could drown. If you sunk to the bottom of the ocean, you could just walk out.
But that would take a long time.
Yeah, you're also immortal, so.
Yeah.
Iron Lumpen stops and just stares into the distance for a while. I am? Oh. Sits down.
I think you are. I don't think I've ever seen a Lumpen die before.
Oh.
We came close.
Mm-hmm.
Early
Yeah, you remember that?
Well, I gotta close up shop here. So,
Where?
you don't have to go, but you can't stay here, Good seeing you all. Get out. No, seriously. Get out. Great to see you, Paxton. Big guy.
Good to see you too, Epilema, and I give her a fist bump.
All right. And little cloth iron things. You seem okay. I like the bear trick. That's pretty cool.
Would you like a hug?
I don't think I do hugs.
I turn into a bear and then I just pounce on her.
A bear hug.
All right, this will do. We'll call it wrestling. Yeah.
You get a couple hours sleep. I'm sure there's places around that will take you in, and I'm sure Epilema and Athelflaed, they can direct you to somewhere, or there's probably might even have some spare rooms at the Ales from the Glass-Guarded World. Eventually, you guys make your way to bed, and you wake up in the morning. It's a bright, sunny day, and you're ready to travel onwards towards Fort Ironcrown, where the Iron Emperor resides. You guys make your way out of the town. Epilema will walk with you guys as you're going out, and the guards leaving the ravine, they don't trouble you when they see that Epilema's with you. They kind of shy away and don't give you any mind.
Thanks for not checking our papers.
You hear one of them say, "Wait, should we have checked their papers?"
Epilema does the thing, like the bully thing, where like I don't know how to describe it.
Kind of like charges at them.
The fake charge.
Trying to get him to flinch. Yeah.
Yeah. And then laughs at them and keeps walking.
So Epilema guides you guys towards the edge of the ravine that kind of marks the entrance to Bingerton, and you guys make your way out, and Epilema stays behind, waving you onward.
Good luck.
All right.
You're gonna need it.
I'll see you soon.
I hope so.
I'll bring back a whole bunch of treasures.
Hey, if you get any good recipes for new ales, steal them.
All right.
All right.
Atolf asks you, Hemp and Lumpen, he says, "What is that cactus for? Are you going to eat it?"
I just stare at him for a good 30 seconds. Then I say, "This is Julie. We're getting married."
As you say that, you feel yourself starting to disappear.
Oh no.
What would Hemp and Lumpen say as he realizes him and Julie are about to disappear? And Julie actually seems to be disappearing with you.
Uh-oh. I guess I'm needed elsewhere. Being a princess is a busy job.
And then Hemp and Lumpen and Julie disappear in a shower of sparks and confetti and flowers.
I think they eloped.
And that will be where we'll pause it for the night. There's now 2 Brandon Weigels. Wow.
Zoom just crashed on me.
Oh.
There should only be one. Oh, why is there a second one? That's very weird.
The Lumpens are multiplying. It's what we've all been afraid of.
Oh, no.
Danielle, do you remember the last time we recorded with Mike when during the 10 seconds of silence we all cracked our drinks at the same time?
I was thinking about that today. I have that video.
That's funny.
I saw a little part of them die inside. It's shown on camera.
Yeah.
Great.
I've got a very good title for this upcoming episode.
What's that?
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
What's your title?
Yes.
Trails from the Ales from the Glass-Guarded World.
Hold on.
That's it.
I have to roll for psychic damage. I rolled a 4.
Well, thank you very much, Danielle, for being willing to join us on our little expedition.
Yay!
I love it.
Sorry you didn't get to stab anybody.
I know.
Next time.
It's always next time.